As you bring your awareness back to the moment, getting ready for this wonderful gift you've given yourself. Don't forget to breathe. Breathe at least twice as deep as you normally do, in and out through your nose. Let's begin by hugging in the right knee. Leave your head down for now. Just hug the right knee in as your breath comes in, massaging some nearby abdominal organs here. Go ahead and rotate that right ankle 5 or 6 times in one direction, and you can rotate it 5 or 6 times in the other direction. Check in with the breath. As I check the temperature, which we forgot to do. When you're ready, keep hugging that right knee with the right hand. Bring the left arm overhead. As you stretch the left side of the body, each time you inhale, pull that arm away from the head, right? You're just trying to stretch. You're just starting out here. You don't have to get a big stretch, but maybe try to, as you inhale, pull the hand away from the head. And even as you inhale, you can push the foot away from the waist. Give me a few more attempts at that. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and release. Bring the legs straight on the mat. Interlace the fingers. Flip the palms. And this is important. I want you to bring them over the top of your head. We're just going to lay them here for now as you breathe into the fingers. Now, you'll inhale and try just to arch the back away from the mat further as you breathe into the heart too, right? And then exhale and release, flatten the back down. So our awareness now is in the back and the heart, but also the fingers are flipped and you're trying to breathe in, improving the circulation in the fingers, wrists, and forearms. We're going to visit that orientation of the fingers often today, as I believe the circulation should be and the strength should be good in the fingers and the toes, as we're always working that. Give me about 3 more inhales as you arch that back and breathe into the thoracic cavity, that heart. Good. That's well done. You can release out. Hug in your left knee. Leave your head down. We haven't lifted up yet. Left knee gets hugged in as you stretch a little bit of the groin and hip. Breath is nice and deep, right, Marty? We'll see after class. I usually don't forget when it comes to the breath, so I probably won't forget going over yours. And let's go ahead and leave that left hand on the left knee. Bring the right arm overhead, stretching, right? Just inhaling, boom, right into the stretch. Then exhale, release, right? As the inhale comes in, that's when the work is done. And give me a few more deep inhales as you stretch the right side of the body. And that's good enough for me. When you're ready, set your feet on the mat. Both knees are bent. Bring the feet outside of the mat. So one foot just outside the edges, right? Arms out like wings. As you exhale, see if you can lower just one knee to the center, right? The other knee will move a little, but I want to do like one knee at a time. To the center, Jill. One knee. And then your head turns the opposite direction. That knee is dropping. And you inhale, the knee comes back up. Exhale, the other knee down. Now both knees are moving, yes. You can move them both, but I'd like you to focus on pushing that knee down as you lower it. And as that knee goes down, like my right knee moves to the left, I'm turning my head to the right. Inhale to center. Maybe use a little bit of force in the knee. So you can do these together, as some of the practitioners were earlier today. That's fine too. But there's one knee that's closer to the mat as it drops. That's the knee I would hope you can bring some awareness to, really trying to push it down, and then you'll notice the body twist. You get a nice twist working, that lumbar spine, right? So let's continue matching the breath with the movement while I check your technique. Good. So this morning we did the class at 9, and I didn't explain quite what I wanted, but that time I liked the explanation. And as I teach the class more and more, 3 more times today, 3 times Friday, the class, it becomes more polished, right? As you're doing these last 2 to 4, you can be visualizing happy baby. And whenever you're ready, let's see if we can get into happy baby. Happy baby, you're grabbing the outside of the feet. The bottoms of the feet are facing the heavens. Breath continues. If you're challenged by the feet, then just grab the ankles. Tick-tock the feet side to side, front to back. Pistoning the legs as well, pulling the knee down toward the rug. Breath comes in happy baby, good. So the hips we need to open up. The groin, I had a woman today tell me how relieved she was in that last class, if you were here, that Yin class we did. Her psoas, the inner muscles of the legs, the groin area opened up. She felt so much better. Give me a few more breaths here. And we'll flip the palms again. When you're ready, release down. So straighten one leg and bend the other. Your one foot's on the mat and one leg is straight on the mat. So look at Lucille. Bring your legs like Lucille's. Perfect. Interlace the fingers. Flip the palms. Now you'll have them over your chest. Right? This is neutral. As you inhale, lift the butt and then move the arms overhead, maybe touching the pinkies to the rug behind you. Exhale, butt comes down, hands come back over the chest. So we're still working the fingers, forearms, and wrists, but now we're moving the shoulders in, right? And then with that bent leg arch pose you're doing, arching the back a little bit more. Your awareness is in all those areas. You can breathe into the fingers and wrist on one. Maybe holding it there a minute as you arch the back, right? And then releasing down. And as you begin to relax and that relaxation response kicks in, you might be surprised the circulation in your fingers. You know, tomorrow your fingers may be sore. The next day after that, they may feel better than they have in years. Just by this simple move. Let's switch legs. Bend the straight leg and straighten the bent leg. And let's do about 5 more. So you just switch legs. Continue matching the breath with the movements. When you're ready, releasing out. And who can find spider pose? I just took care of the AC. I think it's a little bit nippy here for now. Spider pose. Lift your head and shoulders up off the mat. Legs are straight. Grab up as high as you can near the ankles. Let's spread all 10 toes. So we're going to move from spider pose to popcorn to 5-pointed star. 3 breaths per. When you're ready, release the toe spread. 5-pointed star or popcorn, everything drops out if you can see me. And bring the feet and hands about 6 inches from the mat or floor. Lay the head back and hold here for 3. So look where my feet are. They're down 6 inches above the floor. 2 and 1. Now release everything down. 5-pointed star. Spread the fingers wide. Spread the toes wide. As you inhale for 3 breaths, once again, arch the back. Inhale into the heart. Close your eyes for this. Feel yourself just being stretched 4 different ways. From the fingers and toes, they're spread nice and wide. Give me one more deep inhale. And then release the spreading of the toes and fingers. Come back up to spider pose. Exhale your way up if you want. Let's spread the toes again. Hanging out here. Now unspread the toes. Pop out into popcorn. So your feet and hands are about 6 inches above the rug. Lay the head back, but don't touch it for 3, 2, and now everything down, and spread the toes and fingers. Now you're exploring 5-pointed star for 3 or 4 breaths. Inhaling, really spreading the fingers and toes. Inhaling, breathing into the heart. Inhaling, arching the back. Just opening up, right? Release all the spreading of the toes and fingers. Pop back up in the spider pose. I've been noticing the last couple weeks I've been using my breath more out in the world as I move my body around and lift my yoga mats. Just exhaling when you're doing the movement. Last one, I get to watch pop out the popcorn. If you get the legs about 6 inches off the mat, holding here. Let that head go back for 3, 2, and release down. And 5-pointed star, last one, spread the toes, spread the fingers. Keep them spread as you inhale, breathe in to the heart, maybe arching the back. Maybe even holding the breath for a beat as you spread out a little more, right? You can, if you're breathing deep, you can retain the breath. As you inhale out, just stretch a little more. Give me one more stretch and then release. Do nothing. Take a break. If you want to bring your feet back to the mat, bring your arms into a comfortable place. And do nothing. Take a break. We'll get started with our next sequence in a few moments. And when you're ready, you can begin visualizing. Take about 5, 6, 7 breaths, but you can begin visualizing, making your way to a seated position, easy pose. And who remembers seated position called easy pose? I'm going to try to get through the first 2 segments here without sitting down, as I'm getting to know the class more and more. Easy pose, Marty over here has found it. Legs are crossed, seated, easy pose. The regulars, Denise, Jill, Creo, and Lucille, I'm disappointed that you didn't remember easy pose. What?
Dark pupils not here.
Oh, Carol Lucas did the class this morning. Now, I want you to recross the legs, the opposite of what you've been crossing them your whole life, right? And yoga is about balancing. From here, interlace the fingers, pointed fingers. Find a nice straight line as you bring in the breath. So we're going to flow through 3 seated poses, which I'm hoping the last one I'll do with you. These are pretty easy flows. Now, try to sit up tall as you now beginning to feel the muscles of the back. I'm not trying to wear you out. We're going to be going from here now, when you're ready, to prayer hands. Go ahead. Change to prayer hands. That's our inhale. Here we go. You ready? So inhale, try to lift out. Exhale, bring the arms down and just tap the rug on the side. Inhale again. Try to lift out when you hit when the hands hit. Exhale. Time the time the breathing, tap the mat or the rug. Inhale up again. We're going 5. 5's our number today. Exhale and time the breath right as you hit tapping the rug. 2 more. Inhale, lifting out. Exhale, tapping. And 1 more. Inhale, lift. And watch me. This time as you exhale, bring your hand to the opposite knee, other hand behind you on the mat. Push that back hand into the mat. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist to your side of choice. And stay in the twist as you breathe, working your way to a deeper twist, right? It's your twist. It's where you want to go. Now you might be aware to feel the diaphragm. If you're breathing deep, you can feel that diaphragm massaging, doing its job on the liver, the spleen, the kidneys. When you're ready, go ahead and release back out, and you can flow all the way to the other side. Switch hands. Take a moment, though, that backhand, as you inhale, push it into the mat, sit up straight and tall. Exhale, twist the other way. So twist can be restorative, too. You can do a whole class of twists. I remember a workshop about that. Wringing you out, right? Like a washing machine. Give me a few more deep breaths. When you're ready, release to center. Straighten the legs. Staff pose. Stick pose. And once again, let's find a nice postural habit. Interlace the fingers, pointer fingers, and lift out for a moment. Now we've already been here, so just take a moment, establishing a nice line. Now when you exhale in a moment, you're going to be touching toes. So I'm letting you know you're going to try to lift out. Let's change the hands to prayer hands. But let's not. Let's change that. Let's bring the hands this way. When you're ready, inhale, lift out. Exhale, hands to toes. As best you can, that's fine. And then inhale, back up, lift out. Did I hurt you? And then hands to toes. Now you got them. And same thing, you're on your own. Inhale, lift out. You're really trying to go slow here. You're really trying to lift out and up toward the toes. Number 3. Continue. Let's do 2 more. You're breathing on your own. Everybody's breathing at a different cadence. And last one, really lift out. And when you're ready, leave the fingers to the feet, and just stay there. So I do have straps. I think what we'll do, though, you guys are all on your own. Bend the knees. Bend the knees. Now grab. There. Now leave the head. And as you breathe, you'll notice, as you breathe, and you'll stay here, we're going to be here a while, you can scoot the heels up a little bit at a time. See that? You're going to bend your knees a little, get a better grip. Good. And now as you breathe, you'll notice, and Marty and Anita, you're stretching the upper body too, right? Mm-hmm. And as the knees straighten. Okay, Denise, I'm going to leave you alone. Good. When this is head to knee, you can do this in many different poses. And give me about 5 more deep breaths. When you're ready, releasing out. Then you might feel a little very calming for the nervous system when you do head to knee poses. Bend the knees. Hands behind you, fingers pointing away. 5 times, no slouching. Inhale, lift the butt, lay the head back. Exhale, release the butt. If you're breathing deep, you get a little rest. Inhale. Exhale, release. You're on your own. Let's see 3 more inverted table, 3 more reverse table. And you're on your own, so you're inhaling up and you're exhaling down. 2 more. So this is a counter pose for the forward fold we just did, particularly if you get the butt high enough. Good. And then release. Oh, back down. Good. Last one in the sequence. See if you can find hero pose. If you're not comfortable in hero, my knees are together, I'm sitting on the heels, then you're going to be where Lucille is. That's where you're going to be. I'm going to find out, I'm checking the room now to see where we're all at. No, Kriya, where are you going to be? Very good. So whether you're up or down, I'll do the up first, we'll call you the up. In a minute, we'll interlace the fingers. You're going to inhale the chest expander, head back, and you're going to exhale, chin to chest, and just pull the hands away, round the back. Okay? Everyone else, here we go. Watch, I'm going to go with you, Marty. Inhale, push the hands down, lay the head back, open the heart. Now watch my exhale. Our exhale, we're going to try to touch the mat, the head to the mat as we pull the arms away. Inhale back up. Open the heart, lay the head back, push the hands down. Exhale. Head to the mat. And continue with 3 more while I watch your technique. If you can't get the head to the mat, you're fine. Just go where you want. This is number 3. Pull those arms away from the butt. Good. So we're opening the body with this vinyasa flow, oxygenating it as well, and bringing you into that relaxation response we need. That's 4, and I need just 1 more. And then you'll wait for camel. Not yet. When you're ready, come back up. Can you see me, Creo? I'm going to move over here. So we'll all be able to do this one. Interlace the fingers, flip the palms. Now, you're going to be in chest. Drop the chin to the chest. Push the palms forward as you round the back. And breathe. Back is round. This you could call a number of things. Modified cat maybe. And you'll notice as you're breathing, you're able to keep pushing the palms, rounding that back. There you go. Good. Can you do any more back moving? You can be surprised as that breath, it comes in. Hang in there a couple more breaths for me as you can work your way. As you sit the butt down, the lower back, it's wonderful. And then begin to release out. So if you're kneeling up, if you're the ups, you'll be in camel as best you can. Everybody else, I might have to help you, Denise, in camel. Watch what I'm doing. Fingertips behind me. Lift your butt off of the heels. Lay the head back here in modified reclining hero. Breathing. As you inhale, you may be able to lift the butt a little further off each time. What's going on? I'm just getting up to see. Let's see what's going on. What do you got? What do you got? Show me, Anita. Just lift the butt. That's good. That's funny. That's plenty. Now just breathe. It's a back bend. And believe it or not, it's a deeper back bend than you can imagine. We're going to take a break in a moment. You wait there. You know what? I think you're fine. Just get a chest expander going. Did you finish your camel?
I did.
Okay. And I'm done. I'm happy with that. When you're ready, find child's pose. So this isn't a back bend day. It's not a camel day where we're doing a lot of back bends. We were doing a flow, and if you did the forward, the rounding of the back, we countered with the arch of the back. So that's why I didn't put Denise in the camel, because she'll be fine with what we've done. But there will be more back bends. Okay, and remember, you want to be patient with the body. You just do what you can. And no ego, right? It doesn't matter. Okay, when you're ready, you can begin visualizing table pose. I'll check that, Creole. Let me get you started. Oh, it's going to get warmer. Extend your right leg straight back. And it's hip height. Left arm comes out, hip height. Now, see if you can stretch here. What do you mean? Pull the hand away from the body. Push the foot away from the body in sunbird. Now bend that back leg and bend the arm. See if you can lift the head up for 3 breaths here. And then scoop under, chin to chest. Maybe get the elbow to touch the knee. And don't let that foot hit the mat. And set that side down. Right? And with enthusiasm, bring that left leg straight back. Right arm forward. So your face is soft here as you inhale, stretching. Trying to pull the hand away from the foot. Now bend that back leg as you lift, head up, hand comes up. Bend the arm too. Everything lifts. And scoop under. Maybe get the elbow to the knee. This is about 3 breaths per move. Set that down. So you're on your own. You'll do 1 more on each side. 3 breaths as I cool it off. Right leg comes up, left arm comes up. And then bend that back leg, bend the arm as you lift the head up too. And then scoop it under, hold for 3 breaths. So this is a little strengthener, right? A little balance. But we're also getting a little arch in the back, rounding the back. Compound, a lot of things going on at once. When you finish that last side, just take a moment in child's pose. So take a moment, child's pose. Child's pose, your knees are wide on the mat. Your big toes are touching. You're sitting your butt back towards your heels. Drop your forearms down to the mat. Release your head as we oxygenate the 30 billion neurons of the brain. And also your pituitary gland, your pineal gland, your hypothalamus gland. All right. So I was telling the class the other night, we're moving the spine 7 ways. But when you get into a lateral twist or a twisting back bend, I'd have to ask my teacher, doesn't that make it 11 ways? We'll see. When you're ready, come back up to table pose. Good luck to everybody on this sequence. Okay, let's walk your table, this one's not too bad, to the front part of the mat. So your hands are up closer to the front part. I like that, Creole, well done. When you're ready, extend your right leg back, but set it on the mat. So it's straight and the toe is curled. So you curl the toe, Anita. Look to your right, Anita. Your leg like hers. Okay, there's your base, there's your anchor. And when you're ready, walk both hands over to the left. Keep on walking the hands to the left. Walk them back near your left knee because you're going to look over your left shoulder and have a look at both of your feet. Breath comes in and a nice lateral bend, right? Breathing here. You're just holding a nice side bend of the body. When you're ready, walk your hands back to center. Leave the leg where it is. As you come back, that leg is your anchor. When you get to center, bring your left arm up to the heavens. Left arm comes right up from the shoulder, twisting the back this way. That's fine. Breathing here, looking fingertips with your eyes and chin. Good. This is our twist. Now here is where you only have to listen and try to explore what I'm talking about. See if you can't now leave the arm kind of in the air, but turn your eyes down toward the floor. And then do a little back bend. Now the head lays back and the arm lays back. So you have a little twisting back bend now, right? Give me just a few breaths here. And then release the hand back down. Leave the leg where it is and walk both hands to the right. Keep on walking the hands to the right. Looking over the right shoulder, finding your lateral bend, right? Just breathing here as you irrigate, oxygenate, nourish the spine with fresh oxygenated blood, moving in fresh synovial fluid, getting rid of the blockages. Wonderful stuff yoga is. And then listen carefully, bring your right arm up to the heavens. Right from the shoulder. That's my way of saying that just bring it right up, the easiest way, right? Breathing here, twisting back. You're twisting now. And if you remember from last time, turn your head down so your eyes are looking toward the floor, and then lay the head back. See if you can get a little twisting back bend here. Breath comes in as you explore maybe someplace you haven't moved the back ever, right? Your body's saying, thank you, you're opening me up. The lines of energy are just flowing. When you're ready, release down, walk back to center, and briefly push back into child's pose. Take a break and we'll do the other side. When you're ready, come back up. Remember, you're close enough to the front of your mat so you can extend your left leg back on the toe, right? And that's your anchor. That's your anchor. When you're ready, walk both hands to the right. Keep on walking the hands to the right, looking over your right shoulder, looking back. That left foot is down, Marty. There's your anchor. And then maybe now you can walk a little more. Breathing here as you enjoy what you're giving your body. Well done. When you're ready, walk your hands back to center. And we have to walk back from this way because otherwise we'd fall over. No, back to center. And now bring your right arm up to the heavens. Up to the heavens from the shoulder. It's quite all right. It's okay. You'll get my lingo. Looking at the fingertips, the eyes and chin, imagine there's a eyeball on your chin so that other part of the head turns. Okay. And remember, we're going to move into a little twisting back. When you're twisting right now, just turn your head down toward the mat, and when you then lay the head back, see if you can let the arm help you into a little bit of a twisting back bend, right? Breathing here. Well done. When you're ready, release back down, and then walk both hands to the left. Keep on walking to the left. Look over the left shoulder, establishing a nice lateral bend. So this orientation is different than the other, right? Because we have one leg bent, one leg straight. So from here, yes. Give me a few more breaths. Yes, you can bring the left arm up to the heavens, right, Marty? And follow with the eyes and chin, it's okay. Breathing here as you open up, right? As you exhale, you can go another millimeter. You can wait patiently for the exhale and go a little more twist. Give me one more breath. And as last time, turn your head down toward the mat or toward the rug, and then lay the head back into a little back bend. So it's not often we do a twisting back bend, right? For 1, 2, and well done. Release down and walk back to center and push back into child's pose. Take a break, and we'll make our way up to standing. Is it too cold in here? Yeah, I need to wear a I need to start bringing my sweatshirt with me. In Vail, we have 3 thermostats in the room, and they're on the back wall. And just recently, I'd been there maybe 8 months now, and we had a vote. Someone told me she was too cold. So we voted, and this is about a month ago. Now we have a warm side where we don't touch the thermostat, and we have a side for the women that are having changes with their hormones. That's always the cold side. And when I walk over to that side to adjust, I've been threatened with tripping me and keep your hands off that thermostat. It's fine, you know. So it's, but they're wonderful people. Of course, everybody knows they're called Valians, right? But they don't mind. They don't mind. Let's make our way up to standing, but we're going to do a little work first. Come to a table pose, curl the toes under, and push up to downward dog. You can lift the heels up one at a time as you breathe here, stretching out. Your feet should be hip width, so you can support the weight evenly, and breathe here as you improve the functionality of all the organs of the body are floating down. And the breath is important. I don't know if you know this, but all of the lungs, if you lay them out, the area of your lungs, it would fill a tennis court. And America's not breathing deep enough. When you're ready, step the right foot up to the hands. If you can't get it there, reach back with the right hand and pull it on up. Step that right foot to the hands. When you get the right foot up to the hands, one hand on either side of that right foot, and you're now in lunge. Gently set that left knee down in the back. Uncurl the toe. Okay? And now you're going to have to make sure you're strong here because it's a little balance. Come up to kneeling. And as you come up, we'll start first with Heavenly Warrior. Interlace the fingers, pointer fingers, as you lay the head back. You know, here's this back bend I spoke of that we would have more of. So this is modified Heavenly Warrior, modified Cobra. You can even call it modified Camel if you want. And separate the hands and lay the head back a little more. Breathing here. A little balance involved too, isn't it? My back just cracked. As you release down. As you come down, bring your right hand to the knee, left hand to the mat. We did this pose earlier in the week. This is just a yin pose, not too much work. Push the right hand into the knee and just twist that shoulder, looking up to the heavens. Just breathing here for a moment as you try to relax. Very nice. Release down. Bring one hand on either side of that right foot. Curl the toe of the foot in the back. Lift the back knee up off the mat. Now you're going to try to step the front right foot back to downward dog. Give me a few breaths here as you enjoy inversion. Your body's saying thank you very much. So you'll find out what gravity can do to you later, but you're using it now, right? You're using it now. Step your left foot up to the hands. If you can't get it there, just reach back with the left hand, pull it on up, and see if you can get one hand on either side of that left foot and show me your lunge. And that's your lunge. That's a lunge. And then gently set that back knee down to the mat, uncurl the back toe, and come up carefully as you come up to kneeling. Come on up. Interlace the fingers, pointer fingers. Lay the head back, Heavenly Warrior. Arms are straight. You're just breathing now. You'll find the breath helps relax you. Now separate the hands and give me a little bit more of a back bend. Try to get that head laid back. If you can, if you're safe. Let's come up to standing. When you're ready, bring the hands down on either side of that front foot. Curl the toe of the foot in the back. Lift that back knee up off the mat. Listen carefully, Jill. Don't get ahead of me. What? When you're ready, step the back foot to the front. Oh, you got ahead of me. Step the back foot to the front, forward fold. Keep the fingertips by the toes. If you were here on Monday when we did our yin practice, I was talking a little bit about how gravity compresses the spine. So let's see. Let's stretch a little bit. What I want you to do is bend your knees, Last time we stepped our heels on the hands. This time, bend the knees, lift the toes. See if you can step the toes on the hands. Maybe even getting the toes all the way up to where the wrist bends. And then as you breathe here, try to straighten your legs. Most of you won't be able to, but what you're doing now is stretching that wonderful spine, right? And oftentimes if you're not touching the toes, it could be an anatomy thing. Everybody's arms are different lengths and legs. You may never get there, but often that gravity over the years has compressed the spine, and right now we're taking it back, right? Wonderfully done. When you're ready, come up to standing. Oh! Oh! Okay. So that was fun. You may be using this in a little while, or a table, or a wall, because I want to see if we can get eagle legs. Okay? So our pose, our balance pose today is eagle pose. You're going to try to cross the legs twice. Now, in order to do that, you got to bend that bottom leg. And then you're finding eagle arms. You can have a low flying eagle, or you can come up with the full expression of what you normally see in the books, all the way up here. When you're ready, have fun. I got lucky. So I'm going to work on eagle arms first. So set your feet down. Let's work on eagle arms for you two. So you can put one elbow. You guys are doing your thing. I'll be with you in a minute. So you can put the elbow. Okay, you have it. Now you'll touch. Wait a minute. You touch palms. Oh, okay, I'm trying to. There you go. Oh no, one more. Now turn this hand. Okay, let me see. You're fine. I'm getting a little bit off. Okay, we got here. There you go. Now you have it. Good. Thanks for the help. And now, if you come off the mat, it's easy to balance on the rug. And then just bend, cross one leg, and sit. And there's your balance. Okay? And we'll come to the legs in a minute. You guys just play with both. You're going to play with both sides, right? You can do eagle arms both sides. And you'll play with the balance for a moment or two. Who's a double crosser over here? That's brand new. It just came to me. Any double crossers? Bring your hand here. Let's have a look at it.
Okay. Everybody's anatomy is different.
Jill is a double crosser. I don't know if you want that title. All right, go ahead now. Did you go both sides? Or the arms?
No.
Let's go to the other side, see where you're at. Is that the first one?
That's the second one.
Okay. Now, go to a chair or the table and see if we can find any double crossers now on the legs.
What do you mean by double cross?
This is the double cross leg,
Oh.
just like the double cross arm.
Can't do that.
Okay? Yeah, but don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Bend the bottom leg. Okay, you're a double crosser. Now that you have that, see if you can keep your balance and find the arms.
I can't do it.
Now, just breathe and stay. That's what balancing is.
I can't do it. My knees won't do it.
Very good. So you're just practicing. Now, one day soon, you won't need the table. Then you have the double crossers. Denise is a double crosser. Good. That's what I want to see. Bend the bottom leg. Okay, good. And then play, yeah. See, I want your legs, that's okay. I want your legs to get used to that double cross. Okay? They get used to it. And then any single hoppers, right? That'll be a good pose we'll do. We'll get into the double crossing and then we'll hop across the room. Let's go back to your mat. I've never done that before, by the way. I don't think you want to do it. It's dangerous. Find mountain pose. So we're going to do 2 standing, flowing sequences like we started today. Then we'll sit down and we'll rest with a couple of seated poses. But mountain pose, your feet are hip width. Okay? Let's inhale, lay the head back. Give me a few stretches. Now, as you inhale, push the fingers to the heavens. And take your time as you stretch, waiting for the next inhale. You should be able to feel the vertebrae separating in your spine. And we don't do this often enough, but when you begin to realize that you're manipulating that spine all the time in yoga and you begin feeling better, it's all about a nice, resilient, youthful spine. When you're ready, you can bring the hands to about here now, because we're going to circle to the toes. So inhale, lifting out. Exhale, circling down, trying to touch the toes. Inhale, back up. You can circle back up as you inhale, lift out. Exhale, back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And give me two more. We're just flowing a little bit today. Exhale down. Trying to stretch each time. Inhale up. Last one. Lifting out. Exhale down. Toes touch. Stay down. Stay down there. So you might have even noticed here with the stretching we've already done, you may even be closer to the mat, closer to the toes. Breathing here for a little while. When you're ready, come up to standing. Last standing pose. This time interlace the fingers. And I mentioned we'd be doing this enough today. Flip the palms. You're just lifting out for a moment. And then inhale, lift out. Exhale, let's find a lateral bend to the left. Inhale, lift out to center. Lateral bend to the right. That's one. Inhale to center. Lateral bend. That's two. And you're on your own. Let's do one more. Lifting out. And last one. Oh. Releasing back down. And see if you can find, if it works for you, a squat. Maybe a flat-footed squat. It takes a little balance. So to get the feet flat, they need to be wide. If you can get them there. Once you get set, take either hand to the mat. So you can get the other hand. Now that arm's going to stop you. But as you exhale, maybe you can get it straight up. If you're patient, and if you're using the muscles of the back. Release that side down. Can't wait to get to the other one, right? When you're ready, exhale. Let the breath help you as the exhale comes in. Just slowly working your way straight up to the heavens. Releasing down. Leave your feet, take a seat. Oh! All right, we have another yin pose to finish our practice. And yin means you can stay in this for a long time, but we won't. But this is one we didn't have time for the other on Monday. Saddle pose. Good luck to everyone. Even you. Am I picking on you today? Take it easy on the knees. So you'll take either leg back. Take it easy on the knees. Now, You're trying to maneuver the legs in such a way that you can make your way down to your forearms. The knee will come up. Don't hurt yourself. And then see if you can't make your way down to the back. Let the knee come up. Now, you'll need to look up so I can tell you what we're going to do next. Jill, see if you can't bend the other leg. Grab a hold of it as you lay the head back. This is saddle. As you breathe here, you're just going to let everything go. Maybe in time that foot, that knee will touch the mat. I can't do this. There's no way. But ideally, the top of the foot would be on the mat. And we only had a few in the vicinity when we did this class the first time last night. Just hang in there a few more moments before we do the other side. Whenever you're ready, you can release out. And then you'll probably have to come back up. But, Lucille, was that your good or bad knee? Mm-hmm. Was that your good knee or bad knee?
Well, neither one is good.
Okay. Grab your block. So I'm going to test this one. I've never done this before. To teach is to learn, right? This time, let's come to, with your block, and remember which leg. Let's come to here with the ankles on the outside of the hips. You can't sit. You can't sit, right? Because the block isn't here. Now, let me show you what I just did. I was on this leg. So this time I'm going to leave. Notice I'm on the top of my feet. You guys see that? Okay. And the ankles on the outside hip. This time I'm going to leave this leg in saddle. I'm going to bring this one in front. I'm going to sit the block. So you got to remember which leg is behind. I'm going to sit on the butt cheek, or the half of the butt cheek, on the other half. Yeah, I've never done this, so. And now I'm going to try to lean back with one hand and hug that other leg. You see that? And then just drop the head. Now if you want, I think I might be able to go to my forearm. I'm going to do this in veil. And I'll do this in the next class. But that's what I'm getting. I'm getting your input. Then see if you can grab that leg though.
Which one?
That one, yeah, and just hold it up. Because you're stretching your foot, right?
Yeah.
In the back. Okay. So this could be a foot stretch. I'll work on that. If you want, you can go ahead and release.
I think you're too high on the block. Yeah, I have to go on the floor. Yeah.
Anyway, that'll do it for our practice. Let's find the most important pose in all of yoga. But let's do a few arch poses. As you inhale, lift the butt. Exhale, lower the butt. Inhale, butt comes up. Exhale, release. We do about 5 or 6 of those, and then definitely hug in the knees after that, and then find the most important pose in all of yoga. As you slowly awaken to the brand new you, take whatever time you need. Stretch out any way that works best for your body. Eventually, carefully, slowly make your way to a comfortable seated position. Now, you could roll into seed pose if you choose. Just roll over to your favorite side. And then what you do is you extend that top leg, and that arm you push in to the mat and just lift yourself out from seed pose. Right, that top leg extends, the top arm pushes you up. That way you don't have to get up like some practitioners. As soon as I ring the bell, I'm trying to get everybody to come up slower. But it's okay. Hey, that's what makes the world go round. Diversity. Let's bring our hands together into the heart center. As always, thank you all for such a delightful effort and attentiveness in sharing your practice today with me and with each other. Today's closing is from Yogananda. Never forget the perfection and blissfulness of your infinite soul. I hope the rest of the day for you is flawless. Have a flawless day. Namaste.